up to me one day and said she had a couple of bags to get rid of. So I went over luckily with my truck, and she opened up her little garden shed. She had, from the floor to the ceiling, bags of knapweed that she's been picking out here for years and years, and no one's haven't heard about it. She's very quiet. She just goes about her way, and she's been doing a dynamite job. And I don't mean to embarrass you. She's the main driver.
Wouldn't mind using dynamite sometimes.
Anyway, she filled my truck twice that summer, about 4 years ago, with knapweed. And then Graham took it off to the local mill, and they incinerated it for us. After that, more and more people started saying, well, gee, if we're out anyways, especially with me and my wife and I, because we were both into it, so we started picking as well. The second year we got into it, I think we went from 70 bags down to 60 bags, but still thinking that's an astronomical amount. If you miss one plant, and it's going to be here forever. After a few years, 2 years ago, I think it was, the spray crew from the CRD was here, and they're actually working on the other side. And we talked to them about sites they didn't even know about to have in their system. They were really good. There's some competition here. They were really good about going to new sites and treating it for us with Tordon. We'll be through the intersection in a minute here. And we took them to about 3 or 4 more sites down the valley that they didn't even know about, because when you're in a big area, the CRD crew simply can't cover it all. It's absolutely impossible to cover the amount of ground. So when they would find a site that we'd shown them, they treated it, entered it into the system, and that was 2 years ago. They treated it quite heavily. And again, Wendy and the group went around, and after they treated it, it was quite late in the year, we ended up bagging the plants anyway just to make sure it was gone. We didn't have a lot of information like we do now about the types of chemicals, or does the herbicide kill the seeds? How long does it take before it kills the plant, and all of that type of issue. So we bagged everything just to make sure. This year, Shirley and I went out before the group came on the other side of the valley. There was areas as big as this group standing that was just disgustingly full. We couldn't find one plant. Not one came back. So, and Emily's got photos that we took down the other side of the valley where we would flag like this, and all down the valley you could see one flag in the center of a patch and some spray signs, and it went for half a mile. This year there aren't any down there at all. Now, obviously the seeds are in the ground, they're going to come back at some point, but it's more maintenance now than panic. In this area, you can see where all the flags are now. It's more scattered, and I don't know, there's probably 100 plants or 150 plants on this bed that goes over where the first bunch of trees are. And this is the thickest infestation we've got after probably, 4 or 5 years of working on it. And this is nothing compared to what we had before. We're flagging it now, and this crew is going to come in on Monday or Tuesday. They were going to be probably using Grazon now. I think we were saying Grazon has a better effect at this stage on it instead of the Tordon. By flagging it, it saves a lot of time. They can just come in, hit the sites, and go again. Otherwise, they can spend all day just pacing back and forth trying to find one little plant like that. They're so hard to see. Through what we were doing with the flagging out here, other people walking by would say, well, what are you guys up to? What are you doing? And it's growing now where we've got probably, there's a doctor that comes out in their spare time, forestry guys, just people that bird watch, whatever, when they're walking by. They're on side now. They know what the plant looks like. They'll flag it for us, and then they'll contact Wendy or myself, and then we'll sort out making sure it goes into the database. Like last week, I got a call from a fellow in forestry that just took a one-day course on identifying knapweed. Didn't know what it looked like before. He walks his dog every day up in the subdivision residential area. He found 2 new sites that we didn't know about the first week after he got back from that course. He picked one site, flagged the other, and then got me over. We were entering them into the system on Monday